Hey everyone, it's Aurora. So I wanted to give you another Snick update and kind of check in a bit more about just life, period. I've been ultra stressed this year. I know it's been a difficult year for a lot of people. I'm very aware of that, and I'm one of those people. Um, I think some of the bigger lessons I'm learning this year is about love and energy. And um, I think I've been coming up against a lot of my own fears, and in a very particular direction. I've always hated blood. Like, it makes me nauseous. It makes me pass out. And needles have always been a sort of a weak spot for me too. Um, and I just don't like them. I freak out with shots, with any kind of incision in the body that is opening a hole in the skin somewhere where there isn't one already. Freaks me out. Um, and I've been up against all of that this year with my cats. But what I'm discovering is that love can kind of pull you through anything, that you need. If you truly love something, you can do a lot more than you realize. And this year is really bringing to light sort of what's important to me. And right now, my priority are my fur babies, my kitties. So I'm learning a lot about health and nutrition and applying it to myself as well as them. Um, and um, and I'm realizing that I'm not capable of exerting energy on things that aren't quite in alignment with my life. And it's interesting what's happening, how things are unfolding. It's very different. But anyway, so here's the scoop, the poop, as my mother says. So Snick's tail is almost healed. We went through the neoplacine ointment on the tumor on his tail starting in January, and that took about 2.5 months for the tail to initially amputate, and then I found that piece, that last piece of tumor, and after that his tail has been on the mend, except for the occasional licking, which opens it back up again, silly cat. It's doing really well, and it's really clean, and as of 2 days ago, there is no more pink skin showing. It's covered over and it looks like normal skin. So I'm trying to keep his mouth off of it so he doesn't open up another hole. So that's great. He did lose a tooth this past week, though. Found it on my bed. And his face, like the left side of his face, was swelling up at one point, which freaked me out at first, but it's okay. So my other cat, Noland, or Nolo for short, Nolo, he was also diagnosed with cancer. I don't remember if I put that in another video. And he has oral cancer. It's called squamous cell carcinoma. It's a type of skin cancer. And he's been going through it. He's also been getting seizures. And they got to a pretty bad point, to the point where he used to spend a lot of time in my closet, which I thought was fairly safe until about a month ago. He had a seizure inside of my closet and got his arm caught in my shoe rack, and it broke it. It literally snapped it in half. So, and that was right about the time when I was going to go in and have our vet do some surgery on the cancer and remove it from his mouth and inject the neoplacine while it was still very small. But what happened is within the 3-week time period, because he had to go under sedation in order to set his arm, and then his body had to work to clear all of the toxins from that. His immune system and all of his body was working on that, and so the cancer decided, oh, here's a time where I can get bigger and erupt. So last week, I found that his cancer had spread in his mouth, and it was going back towards his throat. It's in like the lower jaw, right behind the row of teeth. There was like a pea-sized tumor, and it had started spreading back down the side and down to his neck, visibly. I had a meltdown and freaked out, and took him to the vet and was like, can we just do this? I've been holding off on this because of his arm, but I think, we just need to go in and do it. And he was like, yeah. So Tuesday he went in, he had surgery. The doc removed all of the visible cancer tissue, and it extended down to his tongue as well, so part of his tongue was removed. And injected the neoplacine in his mouth. So we're now in the recovery period of this. And there have been days that are really, really painful for him, and there are days that are better, mostly because of the pain medication. And I haven't been able to give him the pain medication every day, just because that's how strong it is. But he's doing well. He has a lot of energy, and he's healing quickly, which makes me really happy. So I've been dealing with all of that over the last few months, and so much has come up around that, which is like learning to let go, embracing the possibility of death, understanding what's important to me, and the lengths I'm willing to go through for something or somebody that I love. So I've learned how to handle blood. I do not so much freak out with blood anymore. This week I've had to start subcutaneous fluids at home with my cats, so I'm learning how to use needles on them. And it's not so bad, actually, because it calms them, and they have less of a resistance to that than to me giving them oral medication. So, excuse me. So it's good. I'm also realizing, because I've been so stressed out, I need to take care of myself more, because the more that they go down, something happens, the more contracted I get. The inside of my body has been tense for weeks, and it seems like nothing I can do to sort of let it relax. Except this week I finally started paying attention to my body, and I knew it in my mind. It was like, I need help. I need support. I need somebody to go in there and like open up the tension. And I did. I had that done this weekend. And I'm like a different person, and my view on this is different. And anyway, it's very important to keep yourself in check when you're in an ultra stressful environment, to take care of yourself. And one thing I would like to impart to you guys, that is good for humans, and it's good for animals, your dogs and cats, and I imagine probably other animals too, is the healing properties and the benefits of burdock root. Burdock root is used a lot in Asian cuisine, and but you can get it dried in bulk at sort of natural food places and stuff like that. And what I've learned about it is that it is really, really, really good for your liver. It helps the body get rid of free radicals in the system. Free radicals are things that cause like cancer. Free radicals are the little particles that like knock you down. And if you don't have a regular immune system will like take care of it. But if your immune system happens to be low because of some stress or, I mean, any number of reasons, then some of these things can take over and then cause problems in the body, in the physical plane of your existence. So burdock root tea I've been giving to all of my animals for weeks now. And it has a cumulative effect, so you want to, if you start I just put it in their food. So as you continue to use it, it becomes stronger and stronger and helps the liver do its job better. So FYI, especially if you have older animals, it could be something that you want to look into to help support them. And also yourself. I've been drinking a lot of dandelion and burdock root combination as well for detoxing. So, I've been using a lot of Yoga Nidra in my, actually I haven't told you guys, I'm an actress and I've been teaching actually and coaching people, and I've been starting to use like portions of Yoga Nidra in that with people, and it's divine, man. I love it. That's it. I'm gonna go, but thank you for listening, and if you have any questions or thoughts or anything, let me know. Love to you, and man, everything that's important to you.